Your body is going to make you good at what you do the most. So if you're sitting 22 hours a day, your body's smart. It's saying, I'm going to make you the best sitter that you can be. And we do that, and then we expect to get on the golf course and swing some balls and not be in pain. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Golf Performance Lab. Today in this video, I want to talk about how we get so stiff in the first place. We know mobility is important, but what's the point in working on mobility if we're not really sure why we got stiff in the first place? I believe in order to fully solve a problem, you got to know where the problem is coming from. I want to make one point clear. Losing mobility is not a factor of age. It's not, oh, I'm getting older. I just turned 30. I'm about to turn 40. I'm in my 50s. I am getting old. Let me explain to you why. We did a study across performance as you age. We looked at the fastest person in the world who ran a mile that was 17 years old. We compared that to each decade. And there was no significant difference between the age of 17, all the ages in between, and 65. We didn't see a really big drop off in that study until the age of 70. What does that tell us? You getting stiff and your performance dropping is not a factor of your age. It all comes down to your training. The 65-year-old trained the same way that the 17-year-old did, and his body responded the same way. So us getting up in our early 40s and saying that our hips are too stiff and we can't play, it's not true. Only reason our hips are stiff is because we don't train, we don't move, we don't live the same way that we did in high school and college when we were more active. Now, what leads to our stiffness? Sitting. Majority of our society, our work, our culture, our day revolves around sitting. We've done another study where we looked at how much and how often out of a 24-hour day people are in a sitting position. Out of a 24-hour day, 22 hours of the day are spent in a sitting posture or sitting position. Think about it. You wake up in the morning, you sit on the side of your bed. You get up, you may go get some coffee or read or get some breakfast if you still eat breakfast. You sit down and do it. You log into work, you're sitting. If you have to drive to work, you're sitting. You do work. Say you want to get up and you go eat lunch. Get up, you go in the car, you sit. You drive to lunch. When you eat lunch, you don't eat standing, you sit. You come back to work, you sit. You get up, you drive home in the car sitting. You may be in traffic. If anything like me, you're in traffic up to an hour each way, 2 times a day. Get home, see the family, you sit. You want to relax, sit on the couch watching TV, or I sit to eat. And then at the end of all that, I go to bed. If you're a side sleeper, you curl up just like this in a sitting position. So no wonder we sit, our hips are so tight. Sitting for a long period of time and being in that sitting posture for a long period of time develops what we call lower cross syndrome. And basically that's certain muscles get really tight and certain muscles get really weak. And that decimates your mobility. Your body is going to make you good at what you do the most. So if you're sitting 22 hours a day, your body's smart. It's saying, I'm going to make you the best sitter that you can be. I'm going to tighten up these hip flexors. The glutes are quiet. We don't need those. So I'm going to stop paying that attention. I'm going to tighten up your hamstrings. I'm going to turn your abs off, and I'm going to tighten up your lower back. And we do that, and then we expect to get on the golf course and swing some balls and not be in pain because your body is tightened up to make you the best sitter that you can possibly be. When you were training a lot and you were active and you were up and you were moving and you were doing rotational stuff, your body was saying, okay, I need these muscles. I need this movement. Let's prioritize that. So what we do in our mobility programs is we just offset the effects of sitting. Most of us are going to have tight hips. Most of us aren't going to be able to rotate well. Most of us are going to have inactive glutes. Most of us are going to have an overactive back because it's weak. Those are the things we need to address because we're sitting so much to be able to make us good golfers. So understanding why we're tight and how much time we literally spend in this position, it makes sense why things are so hard when we try to do them. So be mindful of that. Take inventory of your day. Even if you feel like you have an active job. I have an active job and my hips still get really tight because believe it or not, I still sit way more than I think I do. It's just in our society, it's in our culture. Be aware of that. Find little ways throughout your day that you can offset the impacts of sitting. Get a standing desk, walk in place, do some stretches, do my mobility routine that is also on this Golf Performance Lab. Try all these things so you can stay loose, so you can stay active, so you can stay rotation. You can play golf without getting hurt, and you can stay on the course. Okay? Comment your thoughts below, and always get them straight.